All right, guys, so it's Tuesday, November 17th, and we're going to talk about a 30-minute express party tonight. Last week, we talked about the 15-minute messenger party. So let's talk about that for just a minute. Has anybody scheduled or did one since our chat?
I have 2 scheduled.
Ooh, when are they for?
Next Monday and the Monday after that.
Nice. Are you excited?
I am, actually. I know both of them really well, so they're going to be fun. So, The first one is on Monday. We're calling it the Hot Smoking 2020 Pampered Chef Mess.
I love it. Be creative, right?
Exactly.
That's right. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey there.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. That is awesome, Amanda. I love it. Anybody else have a 15-minute messenger party scheduled or did one? Christy, didn't you have another one scheduled?
I had one scheduled, but then she was like, none of her friends accepted the invite.
Uh-huh.
And so she's like, I don't really want to do it now. I'm like, So I just have the link open.
Yeah.
At the end of the month. I mean, it's not hurt anything. So.
Did she invite the correct way?
She said that she sent the link and she did private messages, and I even gave her some wording to do it, and even texted some people, and she's like, nobody responded back, or she's like, and I don't have a lot of friends, so I'm like,
I would maybe see if she wants to do a regular party.
She doesn't have time.
She doesn't.
Because I tried that before, and then she also comes back to, well, I don't have a lot of friends.
Hey, Kimberly.
So.
Do you know, have you checked to see how many friends she has on Facebook?
I can't. I'm not able to. It just shows the mutual, which is my sister. But I could probably get my sister to check, but.
Yeah. Sometimes people will say that. They're like, I don't have any friends, and I'll go in and do a little bit of investigation and look at their friends, and they got like 600 friends. I'm like, dude, you have lots of friends to choose from.
Yeah.
So ones that they may think not that they don't have a lot, but to us, it's like, yes, you do. You have plenty of people, it'll work. It'll work out. So, well, maybe this 30-minute express party may be something that she might want to be your guinea pig at, just because it's in a group, and she can go in there and add people as well. Okay. So, Kimberly, have you done a 15-minute messenger party since we chatted last week?
No, I know. No, I haven't. I was thinking, I know I said I was going to try one. I think actually what I'm going to do is, I saw the Black Friday sale thing. And I think what I'm going to do is do a live event, but probably be longer than 15 minutes, but like a half hour live event on Black Friday, and do that. I don't
go live.
What's that?
Like go live?
Yeah, and I've gone live a couple times on Facebook, not like selling, but like I did a recipe on it, and another time I opened a bot, my Pampered Chef order live. And people, you can tell on your page the response rate, and that just gets huge. So I'll do that. The messenger thing, so I need to try it, right? There's no excuse. I need to try it, but it just seems odd to me, like that it doesn't feel like interacting, even though I know it is, but I need to try it. So.
It's just and I have never done one yet neither. So I tried. I didn't have no bites on it, but I'm not giving up. I'm still going to try it just so I can say I tried it.
Right.
But you're right. It's very short and sweet, to the point. The host gets, here's her ordering link, go ahead and order type thing. So it's for those people that don't have a lot of time, that don't want to spend a couple of days on Facebook on a party.
Right.
So yes, it's very impersonal, but some people,
But, and I guess I don't get, why would you do that versus just texting everybody the link? That, like I said, that's the part that seems weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, there's also a texting party too, that you would do kind of like in the same thing,
Okay.
where you would put everybody in a, like how you can put different people in a chat, like you can add 15 people in a chat,
Right.
kind of the same thing. You would just do a texting party and do everything through text versus private message. And that's fine. I just wanted to make sure before we go any further, I wanted to see what experiences we've had and things like that, so we could talk through them.
The only thing with a text party
Uh-huh.
is that with Facebook Messenger, you're going to be able to add people throughout.
It's not on
Texting, you're
you.
going to be able to add anybody.
True.
Okay,
Diane?
so
Mhm.
me and my client, where are you going?
To the bed.
Why? I'm only going to be like a couple seconds.
Yeah, because you're going to be talking.
Oh, that's my husband.
Hi, husband.
You want to wave to him because now you got them all. You
He's
want
like,
to
I
wave.
want out of here. Hi.
So anyway, my client is a director of community mental health. So she's up there, and we had discussed a couple of ways of doing the parties, and I had showed her this little 15-minute tech party or whatever, and she said, I think with my friends and my work people that I have, just text me my party link, and I'll text them the party link, and then I'll let them order whatever, and then we don't have to do any of the other stuff. And she said, I think that'll work out best, because when they have time, whether it's on their lunch break or because a lot of people are working from home, but she just said it's that way, it's no pressure.
Yeah.
I don't have to send them stuff. They're not receiving any stuff from anybody, and that they feel like their privacy is more so-called protected. So that's the way she would like to do it. Excuse me.
Do you know, I was surprised. So I've signed up on Squee,
So the furnace never comes on.
Yeah.
So it
and I
makes
was
it
trying to
colder.
learn the Squee, and so I got 2 parties booked off of the last 2 I had, and
Uh-huh.
I asked them both. I said, hey, we can do a Facebook party like the one you participated in, or I've got this new website. I didn't give them the name. I just said, I've got a new virtual style party. It would, we could do like an hour max, 30 minutes if you want. And
Mhm.
it's at the same time, and I'm on there and it's live, except I'm not like video. I'm not going to be cooking live on the show or whatever.
Yeah.
And both of them were like, no, I just want to do the Facebook part. So I think, Pete, to Diane's point, I think people, and again, I'm going off of 2 people, but
Mhm.
it's kind of like it's just easier, and they think they don't have to do work. But then when they don't do the work, they don't, I'm pulling teeth to get people to get a 200 parties. So
Yeah.
Me too.
finding a way to get people to try new things. And I say, that comment I made makes it sound like my hosts aren't good. I've had the past 2 hosts have been fantastic. They're involved. They do all this
Thank you.
stuff, and people still, the guests are not participating.
Mhm.
So that's where I'm struggling.
Yeah, I would, with that being said, I would, I have a couple parties this week and I don't have a lot of interaction. So I asked the host, do you know how to tag? Ask them first before we tell them what to do. And she said, yeah, I know how to tag. I said, well, let's see if we can get some more interaction going on this week. If you'll go in under either an interaction post or a game and tag a few of your friends that it's on the party, and that'll grab their attention, because what could be happening is they're not seeing the posts. They're not getting the notifications.
Right.
And if they tag them, they'll get that notification and jump right in. And I've been seeing people jumping on the party that I haven't seen yet, you know, because she started tagging them. So ask her if she knows how to tag first. And if she says yes, then tell her to tag at least five to 10 people, you know, on those posts to grab their attention.
Okay.
Okay. And then, you know, Diane, I think that is perfect if that's what your host wants to do, because it sounds like she'll do it. If she came to you saying, let's just do the link, I'll send it out, I'll text it out, whatever. Hey, that's going to be the easiest party you ever did. And shoot, it might be a kilo party, you know?
I hope so.
And you're like, I didn't do nothing and I just made, you know, $300, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So those kinds of parties, I just call them like icing on the cake. We don't do much for them. And we used to call them catalog parties in the past, you know, on top of your cooking shows. If you had a catalog party going, it's just like icing on the cake, because it's like, here's the catalog, do your thing, I'll check in, let me know if you need anything, and it's really nothing much for me to do. But let's talk about the 30-minute express party. So something super exciting, again, trying something new to see what is gonna work. So this is the way that I did Facebook parties in 2016, when they first started being very popular. Again, it's the only way I knew how, so I just kind of took it and ran with it. So what happens is, it's like everything that you have now in your parties, you can use for this 30-minute express party. So do not feel that like you have to start from scratch and make a whole new template and whatever. Use what you're using now. You're just going to chop it up a little bit, okay? So what you're going to do is, basically the party is 30 minutes on a Facebook group with your host at a certain date and time, okay? So first thing you want to do is look at your schedule, because you need to be in control of your schedule, right? It's your business. You say when you're going to party and when you're not. So look to see what evening you can do this, and that's the days that you're going to offer, okay? If every Wednesday is good for you at, I wouldn't say nothing before 7 o'clock your time. Normally my parties would either be 8, 8:30, or 9. The later the better, almost, because people are getting kids into bed and baths and all that stuff. But what's going to happen is you're going to get your host and you're going to say, okay, let's schedule a date and a time. I have this available. It's going to be 30 minutes. It's going to be live. I will not be live, but it'll be live posting. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to set it up 2 days prior. So let's just say you have one starting this Friday. It's at 8:30. You're going to set it up on Wednesday. You're going to create the group just like you would. You're going to have the host invite just like they do a normal party. Okay. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to do pre-party posts. Lots of interaction. You want to do at least 4 to 5 posts each day. And I would say 3 of those should be interaction posts. And it could be something like really off the wall. It doesn't have to be a game. You can do a game if you want. Maybe do like 2 interaction and 1 game, and then 1 maybe like a roll call, or, you know, set your notifications, something like that. And then Friday, you're going to be sending out reminders on the party, you know, 2 hours till the party, 30 minutes to party, 15 minutes to party. You can do a roll call that day, you know, who's going to be joining us tonight at 8:30, you know, something like that. When the time comes, what you're going to do prior to that is, and I didn't have this because we didn't do groups then, we did events. And events, you can't, or at least then, I haven't done one in a long time, you can't schedule in an event, but you can in a group. So what you're going to do, go ahead.
I said you still can't in an event.
You can't? Okay. So I would be doing this manually. I would have my phone in my hand and I would have my computer and I would be posting for 30 minutes from my computer. I'd have everything laid out, post. The benefit with a group, guys, is you can pre-load all of that to start, right? So the day before, the day of, you set it, whenever, before 8:30 that night, you're going to go in there and you're going to set all 10 posts. It's just going to be 10. You're going to have a hosting post. You're going to have a recruiting post. You're going to share the host specials. And you're going to have a Google form. That's 4 out of the 6 posts.
What's the Google form?
So Google form is, it's like a little survey.
It's a survey. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you can get lots of good information, because people may not say, yeah, I want to book a party on the party, but they'll say it on here, you know.
Okay.
You can use Google form for everything. And you can actually make it where it goes into a spreadsheet and you can have it all right there. And it's
Yeah, I
super
mean, I knew
user-
what in general what a Google form was. I didn't know what you were
Oh, okay.
referring. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So on there, I just say, like, when I create my Google form, their name, whose party they were in, on a scale of 1 to 10, what did you like, or how would you rate the party? What did you like best? What did you did not, something that you didn't like that you might would change? And then are you interested in hosting a party for your friends, or interested in being a consultant, wedding registry, fundraising? I think that's about it. Kind of like those white slips that you get in your new consultant kit. Use
Right,
those
okay.
right on there.
Okay.
But you can add a couple of other things to that. But good information, guys. I do that at the end of every party. And I tag people in it. I'll tag everybody that's on the party. Because again, they may not see it. So those are going to be some of your posts. Hosting, about being a host, the host rewards, recruiting, and a Google form. That still leaves you 6, right? You can talk about all power tools, which is something I'll probably highly suggest, since we have a lot now. Back then we didn't have a lot of power tools, but now we do. That air fryer, that's going to be your #1 post right there. You can share a video from Pampered Chef, right? People love videos, so I definitely would do that. The air fryer, you can do the quick cooker. And then you can make maybe like, what I would do is make like 1 post, like if you're talking about slicing and dicing or chopping tools, put them all up there, make a Canvas sheet or something and put like the food chopper, the manual food processor, the quick slice. And you can say, which one do you have and you love? Like, ask questions, because you want them to be interactive. So when you put up the chopping tools, you can talk about them a little bit and some wording, but then ask them at the end, which one do you love, and why, or something like that. You can share recipes. Here's some recipe ideas for the holidays, or whatever. You can play a game, whatever you want to do, but make sure you do have those 4 crucial things in there in your party. And like I said, you can use anything that you want to do, anything that you're using now in that party. So don't feel like you have to reinvent the wheel here. Just use what you have and kind of go with it. But you can preload everything on the party, and then you can just sit there on your phone or your computer and just comment back to people and things like that. You can hold it open for a couple of days if you want. Just let them know, put the ordering link at the end of it again, because it is a group. So, it's just going to be a fast-paced group party for 30 minutes, and that's it. Your host won't be doing any daily posts. I do recommend to do a welcome, you and the host. But whatever games you want to play or whatever prizes you want to give out, however you want to work that, that's completely up to you. Be creative on that. But that's all I used to do, was during the week, is 30-minute parties. And what I was starting to do at the end of it, and you can still do this, is say, hey guys, I'm going to go live in 5 minutes, since they're already on the party. And sometimes it takes people 15 minutes to get in the party, after you start it. And you can say, hey guys, I'm going to go live in 5 minutes. Please check back here for my my video and refresh. And then you can go live in there, and you can say, I'm going to share some of our chopping tools, or if you have the air fryer, you can share that. I know Amanda likes that air fryer.
I love the air fryer.
Yeah.
I've only had it a week, and it was so funny because last night or night before, when Aaron referred to it as an easy bake oven for adults,
Yeah.
that is literally, I had told my mom that like 2 days ago. I said, I feel like a little girl with my Holly Hobby oven from back in the
Yes.
day. And I love the thing. So I would totally, Amanda, I'm with you. I would totally do that live.
My husband made Brussels sprouts in it last night, and they were amazing.
Yeah. Tell them what you did at your vendor event over the weekend.
Oh, is that with the Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. So I live, the closest Chick-fil-A is 2.5 hours away. I had to go to Vegas to take my daughter to the airport. So I got Chick-fil-A that morning at 7:30 in the morning. And I had a vendor event at from noon to 4. So I drove there, drove back, and set up my vendor event, had my air fryer, and I gave out samples to anybody that seemed interested, not to everybody. So I had a girl, I gave her and her son a sample, and I stuck it in the air fryer for 3 minutes. That was it. Gave it to them and whatnot. And she was like, oh, I might be, interested, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. No big deal. She signed up. She filled out a form, went on with life. About an hour later, she came back. She goes, can I just buy an air fryer right now?
Love it.
That's awesome.
So, I was giving an air fryer away. So I actually gave my air fryer away on Sunday. Well, so the girl that won it is in Hawaii, which is Rachel.
Oh,
Lori.
yeah.
she already has an air fryer.
Mhm.
And so I was like, not going to pay for shipping when I can just order one from Pampered Chef, collect the commission, and send it to her, and it's only $14.95 to ship it.
Yes.
And so I sold the girl the air fryer that I was giving away.
Nice.
So
That is
yeah.
awesome. I love it.
Yeah, but she was like, if you can heat up Chick-fil-A like that, she was like, I'm sold. And and literally we live 40 minutes away from the nearest town. You're not going to get anything fast food here. We have Popeyes and Burger King. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything you get is cold by the time you get here.
Mm.
So it's sold.
I love it. That was totally worth it then, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I go to Vegas anytime for some Chick-fil-A.
Right.
I can't wait. I've got the skewers too. So my next thing is to make some kebabs and do the skewers. And then
Chicken kebabs are amazing. Chicken kebabs on the grill always seem dried out to me.
Right.
They were not in my air
No.
fryer.
We
They were
did that with some pineapple. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so good. And I had my husband do it because I'm like, if anybody's going to mess up this skewer, it's going to be you. I'm not going to do it. So I made him do it. I said, I'll talk and you kind of put everything together. So he did that, and we went on video, and that video had over 1,000 views. Yeah.
Wow.
So get your husbands involved on your videos, get your kids, go grab a kid from your neighbor or something like that, put them on there. Christy
Yeah.
does that with her daughter. I'm telling you, people love it.
That's awesome. Hey, I have a quick question. It's I think off topic, but
It's
it's
okay.
related to this. So with this 30-minute express party, let's say I want to do a mystery host one. I don't know the technical piece of doing a mystery host. Like I know that whoever orders and you can set an amount, you put in a drawing, but so that part I get. But when you draw a name and you say, okay, Betty Sue, you're the winner, you're our mystery host, how do I actually get her the rewards?
So what you're going to do in the beginning is set it up in your husband's name.
Okay.
Because he's always your best host.
Yeah.
Whether they know it or not.
Yeah.
So set it up in his name, and then when you draw the winner, you're just going to go in and put all their information in and hit save.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Yep. And if I do a mystery host, guys, I have a limit, $50 order, because if you don't put a limit on it, I find like if you have somebody that orders $10 and then somebody orders $100, that person that just ordered $10 wins all those rewards, you know? So I'm like, for every $50 you spend, you get a ticket.
That's what I've been doing.
Good. I just find it just makes it fair across the board, you know? And if you get 4 orders, right there's your 200. So it's not going to take a lot of orders to get there. But yeah, and if they book a party, they get like 5 tickets, you know, things like that. If they join your team, they get 10. So yeah, always mystery host party. If you're down and out, you're like, oh my gosh, I have nothing on my calendar. Mystery host party it is. You can do one at any time.
That's what I set up for my vendor event. I set up a mystery party, and everybody that wanted to order from that is just ordering from that, and
Nice.
then I'm going to draw a host.
Yay, I love it. And something I do too, like if I'm doing a mystery host party, I send the information out through my contacts on the website. Do you guys know how
Let's
to?
go to people's junk mail. I sent when somebody had placed an order, so it was a party, and I sent them a thank you or whatever in response, and it went to their junk mail.
It might sometimes.
You haven't had that problem though? People are getting your messages through that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But Lori's doing it where she has her business as a separate Facebook page. I have a Facebook just page. I wish I would have done a whole new page, like a separate account. And I think that's what makes it easier for Lori to, because they said she says, hey, send, or, you know, friend request me, or, you know, send me a friend request. And it doesn't go to junk mail then, because then you're friends.
She's talking about email.
Yeah, I was talking about through the Pampered Chef site when you
okay.
can just, yeah.
Yeah. Does everybody know how to send an email through your contacts? Yeah. Okay, good. And you should always update your contacts once a month so that they get filled in. And then if you want to put something out there, I would say do something once a week. You know,
Not all of them to everybody that's ever had a party. All those contacts, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got like 5,000 in there.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yep, I sure do. But you can do a recruiting one. You can do like Pampered Chef has some things that are already set up that you can use. Like for the holiday, if you're doing a mystery host party, you can go in there, you can write up your own stuff. You can put your ordering link in there, and send it out to all of them, you know? Because some people aren't on Facebook, so you got to kind of reach them in both directions here. You got to do email and you got to do Facebook.
I'm gonna try this squee. Will somebody, if I can finally get a host to do a squee, will one of y'all be on there with me to help the first time to help me do it? And like, because I think you'd have to be running it, but then kind of watching I mean, the host will help with that too, but like watching who comes in and who's doing what.
Yeah, Dawn
Especially
has done them before.
who has?
Dawn.
Okay.
I've never tried it, but reach out to her because she's done it before, and see any tips that she can give you and whatnot.
What's a squee? I must have missed it.
Yeah, Squee. It's
It's
another
SQ.
platform where you can do a party through,
Okay.
and it's live posting.
But not live video phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes I've only seen like a little couple of demos, but it's like slides.
Right.
That go through. So you'll have a picture come up with some wording.
And you have to enter the products in there, but so there's a Facebook group it's called Pampered Chef on Squee or something like that. They've got all the libraries. So I've already uploaded all of the products in there. So it's kind of like, instead of doing your own slides and putting that in Post My Party or whatever, you've got the products already in Squee, and then you would just create the slides you want to do. And you can do interaction, like there's a spin the wheel thing if you want to give a prize during the middle of the party, or all of those, but it is real time. It cracks me up though. I've seen people who are mad at Facebook, and so they're going to do something besides Facebook. Squee is owned by Facebook. So people who are leaving Facebook to go to Squee out of spite cracks me up.
I joined that one this week, MeWe. Have you guys heard of that
I've heard
yet?
of that.
I've heard of it.
I don't know. I saw a lot of my friends jumping over to it last week. So I was like, let me get on the bandwagon and we'll see what it's about. Because you never know, like 6 months from now, it might be a big thing and everybody's on it. So I'm just trying to get ahead of the game.
Well,
Yeah,
Facebook, they're getting in big trouble right now. So.
Oh, really? Tell us more.
I mean, Facebook, Twitter.
They're invading privacy. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's what this
right
MeWe is. It's a platform where they don't resell or track or any of that stuff. So it really keeps your privacy, to yours. And Facebook, like she said, is.
I was looking into there's another one called Parler.
Okay, yeah, I
I
did
don't
see
know.
that.
There's all sorts of new ones popping up because everybody's getting fed up with the censorship.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm kind of like getting concerned about. Not concerned, but I'm like, okay, if people start jumping off of Facebook, I mean, this is my life,
Right.
I do business on Facebook, so I need to figure out something else. So if I can jump on the MeWe, kind of see what's going on.
That's such a weird name.
I know, MeWe. And Squee.
I read an article on it, and I forget why it's explained where it came. It's the me and the we, and so it was something related to it's your information, but it's the community piece is the we.
Yeah.
Piece. So I would just say, like with the Parler, I don't think MeWe is much, but Parler is specifically marketed to and for a very politically conservative
Oh, is it?
people.
Oh.
So I would just say, know your audience. And if you've got a group of very conservative people, use Parler. But if it's going to be opened up, you're going to get people who might have a negative reaction just because of the platform. But that would carry over to your party, right? Or you wouldn't get the participants, or you may get some sort of political war going on in your
I didn't realize
in
that
your
Parler
group.
was a
Yeah, so
political
Parler is definitely that. MeWe, I had a friend who's very conservative. I'm very conservative, I'll be honest, but she's very conservative, and she joined that MeWe. So that one's actually been around for a while and is not specifically for that group, for that political group of people. Because of the censorship concerns on Facebook, they have seen a lot of people in the politically conservative arena join MeWe lately, but it's not like Parler where they're not targeting anybody specifically. So you would be safer, I think, with a MeWe.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. Sweet. Well, we are about up on our time here. We're about to get kicked off in a few. Any last minute suggestions, questions, anything? No?
I don't know. I just been having a really hard time. Nobody's participating. Nobody's buying. Nobody's nada. And I'm just getting really frustrated.
Yeah, I totally understand. And it's a rough time right now, but just work through it. Keep doing what you did on your other parties that were successful, and just know that you're doing everything that you can. And try the tagging if you haven't tried that yet, because that'll really engage people. Because again, they may not see in those notifications, so they're not engaged. But try having your host tag them and whatnot, and make sure your host is involved doing the daily post as well. And yeah.
Text people. The texting has seemed to help. I started doing that this weekend, was texting the people, hey, do you need to place an order? Or, yeah, I mean, not order, but like host a party or recruiting. And it's really helped.
Good.
Is there a place on Pampered Chef website where I can download like an order form? I'm sure
Yeah.
there is.
Mm-hmm.
Where
It's under
just
marketing
leave.
imagery.
Okay, because my girlfriend who's an ER nurse said, can I just do it the old fashioned way? Give me a book and give me an order form.
Sure.
And I said, okay. I said, let me find it. The only issue is I just didn't want people putting their credit card numbers on a piece of paper floating around,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah, go to marketing imagery and then go to promotions.
okay.
Yep. And you'll see it right in there. But yep, you can download it, print it, all that good stuff.
I'm going to do that, and I'm going to give it to her, because I'm going to keep her party open a little bit longer, because, she can't participate because she works 12 hours,
Yeah.
so, and so do her nurse friends. So it's a little hard for her. So I'm just going to print those out and give them to her. And
tell her to text her ordering link too.
Yeah, she's not real good at none of that.
No.
She calls me up and says, how do I invite my friends? I'm like, really?
All right, guys, we're